الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Having started in the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful, I ask Him to send more peace and blessings on His beloved prophets and the leader of all messengers of Allah, Muhammad ibn Abdullah. May the same peace and blessings be extended to cover all members of his family, all of his companions, and whoever follow their footsteps until the day of resurrection. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, please just allow me to adopt the already established protocol. I understand you have been waiting since morning, and I want to sincerely apologize for that one. So in that regard, I wouldn't like to take much of your time in introductory remark again, rather go straight to the business of the day. But I would like to say a word or two so that I wouldn't be unfair to myself too. I think my chief host here, Professor Riagba, is quite aware of this fact. That was how it was planned. I wasn't scheduled to be here since morning. He was aware that, I don't know you are even aware that I left Lagos 7 a.m. yesterday. I didn't tell you. Yes, I traveled from Benin to Lagos on Saturday because I had a lecture on Sunday at Lagos House of Assembly Mosque. But because of the importance of this program to me, and I know I had to be back at my faculty for accreditation yesterday. So I had to travel by here to Ilorin yesterday, 7 a.m. flight, and knowing fully that I'll be back in Lagos here today too. So it wasn't possible, and there was no morning flight. There is no morning flight coming from Ilorin to Lagos. I don't know why you do that to us in the lorry. So it's always in the afternoon, or you have to wait until the later part of the day before you can get to Lagos from the lorry. So despite all that, I sincerely apologize for keeping you waiting since morning. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make whatever time we spend with each other, with one another this afternoon, to be beneficial to us all in this life and in the next one. The topic of my presentation is to discuss the importance of halal markets, and precisely to see it as a catalyst for economic growth in Nigeria. I will discuss some opportunities that are in the halal market industry for this nation, and at the same time will point at some of the challenges that we have to overcome if we really want to take advantage of those opportunities. We can move to the next slide. I think we have just 20 minutes and I have about 50 slides, so I don't know how to cope. But you just have to be jumping a slide to another. Well, this is just an introduction. The global halal market industry today is worth $5 trillion. Forget about what you are seeing there. Because when we say $5 trillion, it means we are taking into cognizance all the components of the halal industry. Halal industry has a major component in Islamic finance. I think it's going to be represented here today by Dr. Tajuddin Yusuf. So Islamic finance has a lion's share of the whole industry. It actually has more than 50% of the total market share of the halal industry. When you take out Islamic finance with about $3 trillion, what remains is this is the what I was talking about, the market share of Islamic finance is approximately $3 trillion in the world today, and the remaining $2 belongs to other components of the halal market, precisely the food industry, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, halal travel, media, and recreation. So the worth of this market that we are talking of this afternoon is $5 trillion. I think you will agree with me that as a nation that is looking for alternative sources of income, we cannot close our eyes to such a huge market, $5 trillion market. And these are the quick facts about halal market. Halal may mean different things to different people. To us as Muslims, is an obligation. Is a mandatory request from Almighty Allah that whatever we consume, either as a product or a service, must be permissible. The permissibility is what stands for halal as an Arabic word. But even to non-Muslims, we are talking of halal market, the importance of halal market in halal industry. to the entire Nigerian people, Muslims and non-Muslims alike. We want to grow our economy, and we want to look at available opportunities, alternative to the mainstay of our economy, that is oil. And these are the quick facts that will give you an insight into what halal industry represents today in the world. The largest share of the market value is not even coming from Muslim-dominated countries. Surprisingly, it's coming from the North America. In 2016, the U.S. market value of halal food alone amounted to about $22.6 billion US dollars. The value of halal consumer spending worldwide, that has been said, but it is projected to have reached more than $3 trillion by the year 2023. Let's take more fact. In 2019, up to $11.8 billion were invested. The investment into halal market in 2019 was at that figure, 11.8, divided as shown there. The most part of this investment goes to halal food with 51.86%. Then we have Islamic finance taking, I can't see clearly, 2.89%. Halal tourism taking 1.3%, and others, pharmaceuticals taking 1.06%, and so on and so forth. Let's move to the next slide because of time. We want to go to opportunities and challenges. So let's move on. The next one. Let's wait a bit at the just immediately preceding slide. Can we go back there? This is very important for us to see that we are talking as Nigerians, is halal industry important to us or not, whether you are a Muslim or a non-Muslim. Look at this one. The top 5 halal food exporting countries in 2019 and 20, they were led by Brazil, followed by India, then United States of America. Number 4 position is Russia, and lastly Argentina. They exported most of the halal product in 2019/20 all over the world. The next one. Now halal market and the Nigerian economy. Okay, this is a quote from my inaugural lecture in April 2021. Just this year I delivered my inaugural lecture at the Better by Far University of Ilori. I said in that inaugural lecture, if a country like the United Kingdom could announce through its former Prime Minister that it was working towards making UK the Western hub of Islamic finance, I see no reason why Nigeria, with its large Muslim population, should aim at anything less than making the country the hub of Islamic finance in Africa. That was a challenge I threw in April 2021, and I'm here to throw up another challenge for us as a nation. If Nigeria, let's move to the next one. We are talking of the halal market. For the same reason or more, I see no reason why Nigeria should not become the hub of halal market, at least in sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa consists of 46 out of the entire 54 countries of this continent, Africa. So Nigeria, for so many reasons, we can lead in that region of the world. We can be the hub of halal market in the sub-Saharan Africa. As I was preparing for today's presentation, I came across a news item that said the Nigerian Export Processing Zones Authority actually announced that it was working towards this goal, and I was really excited to learn that it was really working towards making Nigeria the hub of halal market in the entire sub-Saharan Africa. But I don't know how much, what has been done since that announcement was made, but I think part of what we hope to achieve in today's gathering is to remind whoever is a stakeholder that it is worth doing, and we must do, and we must act very, very quickly. Why? Because now, the next slide, unfortunately, as stated in the same inaugural lecture, South Africa, with less than 5% Muslim, is taking the lead, both in Islamic finance and even the halal industry, halal market. Look at this statistic. When we look at the sukuk market, which is a major component of the Islamic financial industry, South Africa is leading the African markets today with 0.20% of the share, the market share. Nigeria's share, despite that we have come on board about 3-4 years ago when the federal government of Nigeria issued the first ever sovereign sukuk of 100 billion naira. Subsequently, it issued another one in 2018. It issued another one in 2019, and the fourth one is in the pipeline. In the next few weeks or months, you will hear of the fourth sukuk issued by the federal government of Nigeria. That's a fantastic development, but we are even yet to catch up with South Africa with less than 5% Muslim population. So it's really a challenge for us. We must take advantage of
the South African population?
Yes.
Muslims?
Less than. Muslims are less than 5%. And yet they are leading Islamic finance. They are still leading the African market in the global halal industry. So it's not a matter of religion now. It's a matter of what benefits our economy as a nation. Other countries are seeing it in that light, and I don't know why Nigeria should be, should be an exception. I don't believe that. So South Africa is rated as one of the top global producers of halal products. Nigerian market share is unfortunately very, very insignificant. In fact, I looked at so many statistics in the financial, in what we call industrial report in the halal market. Nigeria was never captured because the market share is very, very insignificant. So we need to work harder to get to where we're supposed to be. Why? The next slide. Our situation now is both inexplicable and unjustifiable. Why? First, we have the largest population on the continent, with at least 50% of this population being Muslims. We are talking of a market that has more than 100 million Nigerian citizens. So it's a very big market. Well, look at it from another perspective. We have the biggest economy on the continent. So why should South Africa lead us when we take into cognizance all these parameters? We are leading, we are the biggest economy, and we have larger, far larger population that could constitute a halal domestic market. And this is a new challenge. You know, as at beginning from this year, January 2021, we have a new development on the continent. African Continental Free Trade Area is going to create one single African market, no barriers. So it means everyone is free now to take any product to any African market. This could be an opportunity for us as Nigeria, because we have all what it takes to lead the continent in terms of the economic production and activity. So I see this one as an opportunity and as a challenge for us, that for us for now it's not, when we don't take action, others will take action and bring their products and services to our local market. And we can never deny them of that opportunity, because we are creating a single African market, and Nigeria is one of the signatories to this important development. Now to the opportunities, as we are rushing to meet up with the time. I've categorized the opportunities that abound in the halal industry space broadly into two categories. We have what I call general opportunities that are not peculiar to Nigeria. They are opportunities for Nigeria, just as they are opportunities for others all over the world. But we still have opportunities that are peculiar to each and every sector. We are going to look at opportunities that are available in the food industry, opportunities that are available in the pharmaceuticals, opportunities that are available in other sectors of the global halal industry. But generally, these are the four major opportunities that we can look into and take advantage of them if we really want to reach our potential in the ever-growing halal market in the world. Number one, growing world Muslim population is a real opportunity for us to take advantage of. And we have a very fantastic, a very significant share of that population. We are talking of more than 100